I love disasters, watching people fall apart. Everyone has a weakness, and I know just where to find them. I made sinners out of saints, but it's the ones who have everything, fame, fortune, celebrity, who are the most fun to rip apart. This is a story of the beautiful Francesca Fairbanks. A story that almost didn't get told.
Man, you see that game last night? Them referees, I never seen anything like that before.
I know. I about had to turn it off.
Wait a minute, hold on. Isn't that girl from that's that soap opera? You know what I'm talking about?
Beautiful Disaster.
Yeah.
Yeah, Francesca Fairbanks. That's her. She was in LA for a little while. Moved back here sometime last year.
So what happened?
To her, to the show.
Both? I mean, to both. What's going on?
She got popped with a DUI a little while ago, and she got butchered in the media. They just wouldn't let off her. She was showing up in all the tabloids, drunk in all the magazines, started punching photographers.
Wait. She was punching photographers.
All kinds of crazy shit. She just went off the handle, man. She was engaged to David Decker.
Are you talking about David Decker, the actor?
Yeah. They were supposed to get married or something. Don't look like that worked out.
I guess not, man, because, ain't no way a woman of mine will be sitting at a bar by herself without me.
No.
That's for sure, man. That's for sure.
What a shame. I mean, she could have had it all.
Can I get you a water or something?
So far gone, she doesn't even know who she's looking at in the mirror.
Hey, hurry up. My wife just called.
Wife? Are you kidding me? You never said anything about a wife.
Man, I'm serious. You gotta get dressed and get the hell out of here right now. What do you think my wife's gonna do if she comes home and finds me with Francesca Fairbanks? Look, if you don't want this in the news or in the papers, you've got to get out of here right now. I'm serious. Get out right now.
Quit. Stop it! You're hurting me!
Broken, never to be pieced back together again.
Not again, Francesca. You're supposed to be hosting a children's fundraiser in less than an hour. What kind of example do you think you're setting? Shit-faced. It's obvious you love booze more than me. I'm not spending the rest of my life with a lush like you. I hope that makes you feel better. It certainly makes me feel better about my decision.
She really came close to facing her pain, trading booze for the love of David Decker. But she couldn't get a grip. Like always, she guzzled herself into a drunken stupor when he walked out. And when one door closes, another opens.
Stop it, or I'll tell Mommy.
Mommy will never know, and even if she did, she'd do nothing about it.
She never told, but I knew her secret and tortured her with it all the time. On the brink of death, from heavy boozing, I had her.
I hear the cry of the broken.
So what? She's too far gone. She's mine.
No, she's not. She still believes. Go away. I've got her tab.
Well, I told you I had her. But then again, I'm a liar. But I had you fooled, didn't I?
How'd I end up here?
Only you can answer that. You stumbled in about an hour ago. I told you to call a cab. You refused. You basically fought me. Luckily, no one else was in the bar. I didn't want to call the cops. You have enough problems already.
So sorry, Ricky.
It's all right. You want to get some rest in the back room, sleep it off. You can lock up when you leave.
Where'd this come from?
You ordered a beer. Thought it would take the edge off.
Did you do this?
No, I don't get up in your business. And I didn't see anyone else around you tonight. I've kept an eye on you. Someone has to.
Thank you, Ricky, for all your help.
You leaving?
Yeah. There's somewhere I've got to be.
I never saw it coming. They slipped a message on a ball right past me. It said, "Be wiser." Seems like she's walking in the light for now. Don't think this story is gonna have a happy ending. I still have time.
Sorry about the delay. I got stuck in traffic.
Traffic? What you think them blue lights in your car for?
Those blue lights are for emergency use only. You know that.
What you think this is? We got a woman tied up in the back of our car in chains with a hood over her head.
Hey, you don't even know me. This isn't my first case.
I ain't got time to even talk. Let's go. Come on, let's go.
What about my rights? I have fucking rights, you know.
Yes, you do. You have the right to remain fucking silent. According to this file right here, you go by the name Brenda Luck, aka Lucky B. So which one are you using this week?
You can call me by my Christian name if you'd like.
Christian? The blood trail you left behind? You got to be kidding me.
I'm not answering any more questions until I get my lawyer and my phone call because that is my right.
You're right. Wait a minute. This is like a police station to you? Let me answer that for you. You in the VBI. That's where you're sitting right now. And you're being treated just like a terrorist because that's what you are. For the next 6 months, I can hold you without one phone call. Without one fucking phone call. Or I can roll your ass outside and have a backyard barbecue right now.
And what are you gonna do if I don't talk? Waterboard me?
If it's necessary. Damn it, what are you? I'll be right back. I'm in the middle of an investigation. What do you want?
Mr. Hawkins, you are walking a really tight rope. You are threatening that woman's life.
Look, if you don't have the stomach for this, maybe you need to go back to your office where it's nice and safe.
This isn't about my stomach. This is about the law.
When one of these creatures have you cornered, I just wonder, will you talk about the law then? This is how the game is played.
That's it. I am taking over this investigation. You're out of control.
By whose authority?
From the top, at any point, I have the authority to intervene.
You're not giving
Move
it.
right now before I bring you up on charges of obstruction of justice. Move now. Now!
Damn it! Yeah, I know you got the authority. You keep the authority. Do your thing. Man, we come in and do all the work. She don't do damn case. This mess.
Just sit back, Sam. It's not worth it, all right?
Man, we've been here all day trying to solve something, and she run her butt up in here and take over the case and leave us standing here like we just some rookies or something. What's going on, man?
I'm Lieutenant Shepard, and I'd like to talk to you. I have a couple of questions, and if you answer them right, you can be on your way.
I'll answer whatever you would like.
Who do you work for?
She's taking the chains off.
What? She been clamored, man. Wait a minute.
Let her go! Let her go! I'm in West Biloxi right now, just north of Highway 90, and as you can see over my shoulder, the waves are crashing in. What you're looking at is an 8 flags display, which divides Biloxi and Gulfport. Both cities are getting pounded by these waves. The surge is coming in. Highway 90 is flooded in both the east and the westbound lanes. As you can see, the winds are pretty fierce right here. And just to show you how dangerous this storm can be and how strong the winds are, look over here over my shoulder. As my photographer Tommy and I came out here to get video, we pulled up here and this tree fell. This is just to give you an illustration of how strong the winds are. The rain is still coming down in sheets, and as you can see, the waves are just crashing up here at the seawall. No telling when it will stop coming in like this, but one thing's for sure, at this point, the water is on the rise, and this storm is far from being over.
Tony Miles is out at the scene of the crime, and she's joining us this morning with more. Tony, what's the scene out there right now, and what's the latest on this story?
Well, if you look over my shoulder right now, you can see it's relatively quiet, but it was a much different scene yesterday afternoon.
Welcome to Action 10 News Daybreak. I'm Tony Miles. Let's check in with Emily Borchard for a look at our Thursday forecast. Take it away, Emily. Good, thanks, Emily. Cell phone records may help local police figure out who was really driving the truck that hit a bicyclist last year. It was in July of 2009 when Barb Savo was struck while riding her bike along Ocean Drive.
I'm living this up. This is a weatherman's dream.
What was one Minnesota weatherman's dream turned out to be a nightmare for South Mississippians.
The waves are coming over the barriers.
Katrina began unleashing her fury on our area in the early morning hours of August 29th.
They're still expecting wind gusts along the path of this storm, which will be right along the eye wall, near the eye. Wind gust 150 to perhaps up to 175 miles per hour. That is wind gust. The 160 that you see here where it says, for example, in the lower right-hand portion of your screen, that is sustained winds of 160 miles per hour for 1 minute in duration.
While our meteorologists, anchors, producers, and the studio crew were working round the clock to give out life-saving information, some of our reporters and videographers braved the howling winds and rising water before dawn to give viewers and listeners an idea of just how fierce the storm would be.
This used to be in the small craft harbor area. Now there's about 6 inches of water covering what is a parking area. We're going up on the grass, and you can see now that the water has spilled literally into Jones Park.
It is dangerous. You can see this water coming up here right now, and it is coming up quickly. It is raining hard. As you see the water, the waves from the Mississippi Sound dancing over the seawall there, and I'm really in the middle of Highway 90 right here, and this water is getting deeper. We pulled up on Cowan Road and are headed north right now. I'm not going to stay here much longer, folks, because in fact, we need to back up now, Greg. This water is coming in quickly. It is coming in fast, and it is deepening quickly, and we are going to seek higher ground right now, but this gives you some idea of the power of this storm as Katrina begins to make her presence felt on the Mississippi Gulf Coast. Let's send it back.
Then the time came when our crews had to return to the station, where we thought we'd be safe. It felt like someone had a chokehold on our building. The walls were shaking, and stuck inside, we had plenty to think about.
Steve, you've covered a lot of storms in your years here. How does this one stack up to previous storms?
Not one that I want to revisit, Tony. Let's put it that way, okay?
Are you rethinking your career?
Not fun, no, and I'm not rethinking my career, no.
Are you eager to get back out in the field?
I'm eager for this to be over with and be past us. That's what I'm eager for right now.
Despite our uncertainty during the storm, we knew we had a job to do.
What was it like for you? Because you were out in the storm.
I have to tell you, I was out in the storm just when it started rolling in, and it is about 4 hours later after that. And the winds while I was out there with my camera and out there with Tommy were just incredible. I have never experienced anything like that, and I keep looking outside and I keep hearing the roof rattle over our heads, and I know you're feeling the same way. But that's what we're here for, to bring the news to the people of South Mississippi.
This is the worst I've ever seen it, but one thing I want to say, you know, the heart of the people who work here, even though we're in dire straits, and our equipment's been damaged, our lives could be in danger, we still have people on there as we speak.
We evacuated to the center of our building, a section that had stood through Camille. A temporary studio and second control room had been set up just for this scenario so that we could continually broadcast. There were some tense moments in the Weather Center too, when meteorologist Carrie Duncan and others were working behind the scenes.
I'm a little stressed and not really wanting to be on camera.
It's about 9:30 and Katrina is rolling in right now, huh?
Yeah.
We did what we could to keep out the wind and rain. In Studio B, director Lee Field proved he could do more than punch up video.
What are you doing, Lee?
I'm trying to keep these doors from flying open. Because that room is built like the newsroom, and the wind's coming in under the door. Fun.
Here it goes. Both of them.
But none of us could keep the newsroom from falling apart. We lost our roof, a computer caught on fire, and a tower fell. Its concrete anchor became a wrecking ball, knocking out part of our second floor. Through it all, we stayed on air. As the winds began to die down, we ventured back outside, ready to show the outside world scenes that were and still are hard for us to handle. But that's what we do, portray life through sounds and pictures.